David specifically said that he didn't want Cassie or anyone else knowing that he was here.
Wait, that means that you've already betrayed his confidence by telling me?
I need to help the man.
I think you helped him as much as you possibly could just a few hours ago when you respected his wishes and didn't tell Cassie who he was. Dorian, that is a magnificent gesture.
Besides, sweetheart, what can you possibly do for him?
What can I do for him? Andrew, you saw the state he's in. Anything I do to help will be welcome.
He doesn't want your help. He made that perfectly clear.
Why else would he have come to Landview? I know the man. He wants to have our support. He wants to be with his beautiful daughter.
That's your reality. But David has his own reality. And his mind is completely lucid. He's more than capable of managing his health care. And under these circumstances, you have got to be careful not to confuse your need for redemption or family unity with his right to privacy.
I have not been given a second lease on life just so that I can take care of my girls or even my beloved here. I am supposed to be helping others. And who better to begin with than David?
Honey, before you start fixing up the guest room, wouldn't it be wise to ask David himself if this is what he wants?
He doesn't.
Oh, Mel, the guest room. You're brilliant.
Wait, well, just how do you intend to take a man who doesn't want your help in the first place, has specifically said he does not want face-to-face contact with Cassie? How are you going to move him out of the hospital and into your home to live with you?
What are you going to do, hide him in the attic?
I will do whatever is right. No more, no less.
Del, how far is it from the front door of the lodge to the bloodstain?
I don't know, about 5, 6 feet.
It's more like 10, 15 feet. Anyway, the bloodstain. I was right here, the blood.
Commish, give it a rest, huh?
Hey, I can't give it a rest, Del.
Look, I know this is tough on you, but it's no picnic for me either. Do you think I want you here?
No, I think you're doing what you have to do. I just hope you're not too disappointed when I prove I did not kill Georgie Phillips.
Nothing would make me happier, and I guarantee you the whole department's with me on that one.
Thanks.
There's only one thing that's bugging me.
The bat.
We know it was in the Jeep at one point, right? But when we looked, it wasn't there. Now, I could see why you'd hide it if you didn't want us to find it. But then you brought the bat in anyway. Just doesn't make any sense, Bo.
Oh, yeah, it makes perfect sense. It proves I've got nothing to hide.
Okay. Then why did you move the bat in the first place?
Answer the question, Mr. Manning. Where were you at the time that Georgie Phillips was murdered?
Were you the last person to see her alive?
What was your relationship with the victim?
I'm waiting for an answer. Having a little trouble with that one. Well, let me ask you another question then. When did Georgie Phillips give you the doctored photograph of she and Commissioner Buchanan?
Come on, Todd. You can tell me. Did she help you doctor the picture, or did you do it all by yourself?
Mr. Manning, were you sleeping
Just
with
stop
Georgie
it.
Phillips?
Stop it! Mr. Manning has no comment. No comment.
Traitor. They bought you too.
Everyone's fair game, isn't that what you told me?
Yeah. And from now on, that includes you.
Todd, I don't take this personally. I suggest you don't either.
Hey, Todd, hold up there a minute. Were you the one responsible for the idea of blackmailing the commissioner?
Mr. Manning, were you at the crime scene the night
Fine, you
of the
want a
murder?
comment? I'll give you a comment. You can turn up the heat on me all you want. Bo Buchanan is the one who's going to fry.
My husband didn't kill anybody. Are you okay?
What do you care? You're in their back pocket.
Don't fall for the sick puppy routine, Mom. He's just getting a taste of his own medicine.
Wait till tomorrow's sun. You're the one who's going to be feeling sick.
Taya, hey, Keep an eye on it, would you? Thanks.
Thank you. I know that wasn't easy.
You have no idea how difficult that was. But, somebody had to stop him, didn't they? Look, I want to talk to the judge about, before the bail hearing.
I want to come with you.
Okay.
Did you see the look on Todd's face? I love it when he gets ticked.
Mr. Buchanan, is it true that your son was having an affair with Georgie Phillips?
Oh, the conference is over. Just take a walk.
No problem.
Kevin? Honey, I didn't really think it was necessary for you to attack Todd as well. Sam was doing just fine all on his own.
Well, I think Todd was asking for it. As far as Sam goes, he's sharp. I like him.
I hope you're right. I think before we break open the champagne, we have to wait for the autopsy results. Lord only knows what they will bring.
All right, let's move to the area above the ear. Georgie Phillips, cause of death was obviously blunt force trauma. You see that?
Splinter?
Yeah. There's several of them, wooden. And notice the angle, obviously from something rounded and long, like a baseball bat.
I told you everything I know about that bat.
Except why you moved it.
I didn't move it.
With all due respect, Commissioner, something's not adding up here.
I thought you said you believed me.
I do.
Well, then why are you interrogating me?
Because I want to understand. Listen, if you can't level with me, how are you going to deal with the jury, huh?
I did not put the bat in the car. I did not take the bat out of the car. That's the end of the subject.
How about the blood in the trunk?
I told you I cut my hand when I was changing a tire.
I'm sure you did. But you better think about what you're going to say if, or rather when, it matches the blood on the bat.
Why don't we just hang me now and get it over with?
Bo, I'm only trying to help.
All right, then let's get this straight. I haven't touched that bat since I was a kid.
No. Until you brought it in.
That's right.
Okay, if it wasn't in the car, and it wasn't in the lounge, where the hell was it? Where the hell did you find the bat? You know what, well, I would have done the same thing.
What?
You panicked, you hit the weapon. It's understandable.
You think I'm stupid?
No, I just think the girl was blackmailing you, she cornered you, you were fed up. I mean, these things happen.
You can do the good cop and the bad cop in the good cop, bad cop routine. You're amazing, Del. I have nothing to confess.
Yes, but if you did, things would go a lot easier. So why don't you start by explaining to me exactly what happened, huh?
I can't find David anywhere.
Mrs. Lord, I thought you'd left.
Oh, not quite yet. Do you know David Rinaldi? He's a patient with ALS. Have you seen him?
Have you tried the sunroom?
I was just there. I tried his room. I've looked just about everywhere, but he's vanished.
You might page him from the lobby. We really do need this room vacated.
Couldn't I have just another few minutes, please?
Please.
See, I'm right. It does make sense for me to take care of David. I'm a physician.
A physician who has no idea whatsoever how to take care of someone with Lou Gehrig's disease?
I can handle the situation.
Honey, it isn't a situation, it's a human being who's been dealt a hell of a lousy hand. I don't even know why we're discussing this. Andrew made it very clear that David doesn't want this.
I'd like us to be in agreement about this, but it's not mandatory.
Honey, you have to think this through. I mean, even if David is thrilled by the idea, how is he going to manage in that big house of yours?
I've come up with the solution. My study on the first floor. I'll convert that into a bedroom.
All right, then suppose, what about his wheelchair? Will it fit through the door? What about the bathroom?
All of that can be fixed. Please. I'm not going to leave here without talking to David. And if he doesn't want my help, then fine, but I've got to make the offer, and I will.
Wow. He really means a lot to you, doesn't he?
He's a remarkable man. He took Cassie when I couldn't be responsible for her.
No.
No one's arguing that.
And this is a very good way for me to thank him for that. Besides, Cassie would never forgive me if I didn't help him.
Ah, what if he never forgives you? For forcing Cassie to see him before he's ready. I mean, honey, please think about this before your good intentions blow up in your face.
You know, I really think it's increasingly clear that this is really about your intentions.
Yeah, partly, yes, they're my intentions. I'm thinking about us.
Us? What, are you jealous?
Excuse me, have you seen my mother?
She went back in the room with Mr. Hayes.
What is she doing in there? Mother, I have to get you home. I have a story to cover.
Do you know that this is the best I've felt since the accident?
It's remarkable how anything that hurts Todd seems to perk you up, Kevin.
Well, I should write him a thank you letter, you know, but instead, I think I'm just gonna write a nice front pager for him.
Really? And what front pager would that be?
The one where I brilliantly place him as a suspect in Georgie Phillips' murder.
I think you better sit down.
No, I'm standing on my own 2 feet. And I'm not gonna let you talk me out of this one.
Kevin, look, I would like to take the heat off of Bo as much as you would, but we have to be fair, okay? The defense attorney called Todd a suspect, not the police. And I don't even think the defense attorney had a basis for that suspicion.
It was a diversionary tactic.
Well, that doesn't make for good copy, does it?
Well, honey, perhaps you don't have a story.
What do you mean I don't have a story? What, Todd is allowed to just beat Uncle Bo up and down the block, and we have to play fair through all this?
We are not the Sun.
We print fact, not innuendo.
This is not all innuendo. Agent Delgado interviewed Todd.
Well, Agent Delgado interviewed me. Does that make me a killer?
Mom, I'm worried about Uncle Bo, all right? We let the Sun do all the drum beating. He's gonna end up in Statesville.
Kevin, outside this building, I am your mother. Once you cross the threshold, I am your boss. The boss says no. Clear?
You know what's clear to me? It's clear that you are not nearly as worried about this paper as you would like me to believe. Because this is not a question of journalistic principles. It's not about personal integrity. This is about your brother being an uncontrollable psychopath.
I wouldn't take it personally, Todd.
You should get a burger.
Grilled cheese. Listen, Sam's a lawyer. He's supposed to be obnoxious. That's what we lawyers are paid to be.
Why do you keep talking to me about Sam?
Because I could tell that he hurt you.
Hey! I'm gonna get that Puerto Rican glove.
It's called sancocho, querido. Listen, Sam is still your friend, okay?
Yeah, whatever. Here, check this out.
You're gonna print this on the front page?
Yeah, you're right, huh? This one's nastier. Goes with this. Bukes out for blood. How's that?
I don't get it, Todd.
What, Clint bull rushes me. Kevin hits me with his cane, and now Bo's cop kid is going after my throat. They're a bunch of sickies.
Todd, you of all people should know that just because you show a flash of anger doesn't mean you're capable of murder.
I think it's a genetic thing. I mean, have you thought about what Bo actually did to this girl?
You're talking like it's official.
No, it's not yet. But it will be, and I gotta hit him first.
Before they pin it on you.
Well, Sam already tried that. Next time he comes, I'll be ready for him.
I ought to swear out a complaint against you.
Honey, it's okay.
You don't ambush a suspect without his legal counsel present.
There were only routine questions.
I'll talk to you later, Del, okay?
You out of your mind?
Norma.
No. You and Del are not on the same side anymore. He's on this side of the bars. You can't talk to Del, or anyone else for that matter, without legal counsel present.
Honey, I can handle Del. I was just playing ball with him to try to figure out how much he knows.
All right, Smarty, what does he know?
Not all that much. Their case isn't as airtight as they think it is. My only problem right now is that bat.
Thank you, Drew.
Don't be too hard on him, okay? He's a cop less than 24 hours. He put his whole career on the line just to help his old man.
Yeah, I just wish he found a better way.
Me too.
Why don't you just tell him that he took the bat? You know, accidentally, innocently?
Yeah, right, yeah. And he didn't even see the blood on it. I'd end his career just like that.
I think your freedom's more important, don't you?
I can't do that. Kid's trying to start over. Chances are, I think they'd have found the bat anyway.
All right. Well, then what do you propose?
I want to find the killer. I want to find the guy that you saw with Georgie that night. If I could just get out of this place.
I miss you, Bo.
I miss you, too.
I'm gonna get out of here before you know it. Hank's gonna set bail. He certainly wouldn't mind bail for you. Woody, Sam.
What's that?
Hank. He's gonna set a bail for Bo. You wouldn't keep him here without bail, right?
Well, no, I don't see why it would, but it's not entirely up to Hank.
Who's the judge?
Millum.
He's tough.
Yeah, but the fact is he knows you're the police commissioner, and he knows your family.
And that's the problem right there. If he starts playing favorites with the Buchanan family, Manning's gonna be right down his throat. Millum knows that. He knows the whole town's watching him.
So what? Your reputation is the point here. I mean, Millum knows you're not gonna skip town.
Yeah, but it's not exactly a done deal, honey. Isn't that right, Sam? Let's talk strategy.
Fine. It's really pretty basic. I plan to hit the reasonable doubt angle really hard, and I'm going to start by scaring up a few new suspects.
How about the scorned wife?
I'm sorry, you're in the clear.
Are you gonna rustle up new suspects?
Well, that's the easy part. I've actually already begun with Todd Manning.
You should have seen Sam go after Todd at the courthouse.
The point is, the three of us need to agree on a strategy.
Whatever works.
Oh, I don't like it.
No, honey, we're playing hardball.
I don't care. I don't like trying cases in the media.
Well, Todd Manning has already started trying this case in the media. The Sun's got Bo frying in the chair already. Come on now, the three of us need to agree. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Good. Because once I start this ball rolling, I don't want anybody backing out if they get a queasy stomach.
I got a better approach.
What is it?
Get me out of jail, and I'll find whoever tried to frame me.
I'm sure you will. But in the meantime, we've got to start playing to the prospective jurors. Because right now, your only judge and jury is Todd Manning.
This is not good, Todd.
Go something else.
I mean, you're drawing a hangman. It makes me nervous.
Is this pork or beef?
If you print that picture of Drew and put it on the front page, his whole family's gonna be after you.
They're already after me. You know, I think you should make this at home.
Todd, I'm scared for you.
Hold that right. Hey, Jess.
Hey,
You too, huh?
what'd you expect?
Well, I expected you to be the only Buchanan who didn't turn on me.
Well, you know it'd help if you didn't turn on my family.
I didn't turn on anybody. Bo Buchanan is a cop. He puts innocent people in jail for a living. I'm glad the tables are turned on him.
Oh, so that's what this is about. Just because Uncle Bo put you in jail.
This is about he killed his girlfriend.
How can you even say that?
Because it's true. The banner's not going to print it. I have to say it.
Uncle Bo did not kill anybody, and she wasn't his girlfriend.
All right, Jess, you know, when you grow up, you'll understand these things. Bo Buchanan is a cop.
I don't think you're even out for the truth. You're just out for revenge.
Jess, don't hate me.
You know I don't. But right now, I don't like you a whole lot either.
Talk to me like that.
I was just leveling with my boss.
Don't get smart,
How
Kevin.
can you think for a moment that I would ever sacrifice the integrity of this newspaper to protect my brother or anyone else for that matter?
Well, why not? I mean, Dad's protecting Bo now. Ever since this whole thing came down, you're doing the same thing with Todd. I'm not blaming you, Mom. I think it's human. But I just want to say, I don't think that all in the same breath you can turn around and give me this holier-than-thou ethical bull.
Kevin, that's enough.
No, it's not enough. It's not enough because I'm trying to do my job, the job you taught me to do. You told me that we have an obligation to our readers.
Which is why we do not print unsubstantiated rumors.
Well, then all we have to do is call it that. But if these rumors are part of the big story, our readers have a right to know. Instead, what are we doing? We're throwing it in some 3-inch column somewhere on page 10. Do you know that Todd is printing manufactured pictures on the front page?
I have told you this before, and I will say it again. We are not in competition with Todd. Now, I would suggest that you excuse me because I have an editorial meeting to prepare for.
Okay. Go ahead and pull rank. Run away, because that's what you're doing. And I can't believe it. I can't believe that you would do this to me after everything that Todd's done to this family and to Bo. You're gonna stand by him right now?
I'll tell you something, Kevin. I don't like this. I don't like this hardness and this attitude that you are developing.
I'm only trying to do what I know is fair. And you taught me to do that. And now Bo is getting pummeled up one side and down the other. The whole family is. And I want to fight back.
Well, I'm terribly sorry, but the banner is not a weapon to be used in an ongoing feud.
Okay, bad choice of words. It's not a fight. You're right. But this is about me finding the truth. And I happen to believe that Sam Rappaport is right. Todd is much more likely a murder suspect than Bo.
All right, Kevin, you've gone way over the line now. There is not one shred of evidence that Todd had anything to do with that poor girl's murder. Now, I know you have an awful lot of personal issues with your Uncle Todd, so I would suggest you go to him and you settle them. But you do not use my paper to slug it out.
It's amazing how when it hits the fan, it's always your paper.
It is my paper. And you will stick to the facts. And the facts in this case are that a young woman was murdered, brutally and viciously murdered, and whoever did it is still out there. Now, why don't you go and write that? Or perhaps you would like to stand here all day and just waste time.
Jealous? Why? I'm thinking about us. We're just starting out. We need time. We need space.
I intend to give you all the time and the space that you need. David Rinaldi has nothing to do with that.
He has everything to do with that if he's living in your house.
I don't think I like this uncharitable side of you.
It's not a question of being uncharitable. The point is, you think you know what's right for somebody, and God forbid they should disagree with what you think is right.
Cassie? Excuse me. What are you doing here? I thought you were going to get your mother home.
My mother is in the room with Mel. I don't even know why. What is with you?
Nothing. My mom is giving me the professional ethics routine over and over again. I got Bo rotting away in jail. Todd smearing his name up and down the streets, and I want the story. I'm going to get this story. I'm going to get the story if it kills me.
Yes, but you didn't come by here to tell me that.
No, I came by here because I need your help, okay? I want you to come with me. The hearing is any minute, and the story is big enough for both of us.
Oh, you got me.
Okay.
I'll get my mother.
Let's go.
I am so sorry to interrupt, but I have to get over to the courthouse.
Have they said bail?
No, but Kevin said that the hearing is any minute.
Cassie, I'm really not ready to leave yet.
Why? You not feeling well?
Sweetheart, there's something I need to tell you.
Whatever it is, it can wait. Cassie's in a hurry.
You're right, Mel. Yes, Cassie, it can wait. And, you know, I know that you're in a hurry, so please leave. And Mel will take me home.
Yeah.
Great.
Go for it.
Thank you. I will see you all later. Goodbye. Come on, let's go.
You know, you seem to have been making a lot of decisions for everyone again.
I don't think you understand my calling.
Your calling, that is to help others?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, good. Maybe you can help me. Help me understand why you want to drag a poor, sick man into your house against his wishes, turn your life upside down and mine just at the moment that we have finally decided to get married.
Or maybe you just don't really want to be together.
You want to tell me what happened?
She said I was a jerk. I was a scum.
No, she didn't.
Well, she didn't have to. I thought she was one of the good thought she was the only good Buchanan.
It's gonna get worse, Todd. That's what I was trying to tell you earlier. Hey, listen, you don't have to do this. You don't have to take on Bo.
Well, then who else will?
It's not your problem.
No, it is my problem. I run a newspaper. It's my business to tell the truth.
You really think Bo Buchanan killed Georgie Phillips?
I know Bo Buchanan killed Georgie Phillips, and as long as I'm breathing, he's not gonna get away with it.
Are you sure there's no other reason?
Might be another reason. That cover-up's gonna hurt a lot of people that I care about.
What are you talking about?
Jessica. Vicky. Okay, that's about it.
Your heart works in mysterious ways, Todd.
Where's the waitress?
Hey, you know what? Let's go home.
What now?
Yeah. You've been working late every night this week.
I gotta finish the editorial.
So you can finish at the penthouse. Come on, Todd. I know you love your work, but I've got so little to do. I'm all alone, and I miss you. So you wrap up your editorial, and I'll make dinner. How does that sound?
Great.
Any word from the coroner?
Not yet.
How about the lab report?
Something should come in soon.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, I know what you mean. You know, last night I had this dream. Bo and I were on the Kahoma, whitewater rafting. And we go around this bend, and then boom, there's this big old rock. Bo, he goes flying out into the water. He hits the rock, and he gets pulled under. I'm telling you, Sam, I mean, I tried with all my heart, all my strength, but I couldn't reach him. I couldn't get to him. Look, yeah, I know you must think I'm losing my mind.
No. Look, Hank, don't beat yourself up. You're only doing your job.
Yeah, I know. But Bo's my friend.
Have you decided what you're going to set bail at?
$1 million.
Well, that's fair. I mean, considering who he is, who his family is, that's fair.
Yeah. And that should keep everybody happy. And Bo could get back to some semblance of his life.
Bo's lucky to have a friend like you.
You know, Sam, I wish I could do more.
Well, I think it's enough that you believe that he didn't kill Georgie.
Why wouldn't I?
Well, that is the question of the hour, isn't it?
Drew came by to see me.
Yeah? That's nice. How's he taking all this?
Like a gentleman. Standing tall. It's like he's trying to be strong for his dad.
You really think he's changed?
I know he worked his tail off to get through the academy. Graduated at the top of his class, you know? Kept the whole thing a secret from me just so he could surprise me. And then I end up in jail before the ink's even dry on his diploma.
It's your fault. It's not your fault.
Whatever. I just want to see him grow into his uniform, you know? Be there to show him the ropes.
It's hard. But you're gonna be back on the job in no time.
You know what was really hard? When I thought I'd lost you, I didn't know if Georgie had hurt you. I didn't know if you just ran away.
I should have had more faith.
Well, when I thought that I may never see you, maybe never hold you, kiss you, touch you. That drove me crazy. That's not gonna happen. It can't.
Are you asking me to make a choice?
I'm asking for an answer.
For years after my father's death, I couldn't bear to listen to classical music. Vivaldi, even Bach made my skin crawl. David gave me back music.
Does that make him your responsibility?
Do you know what it's like? Seeing him confined to a wheelchair, having to talk through a machine. Mel, just think if it were you, with all your needs and your passion and all those stories you still want to cover, what if you were completely incapacitated?
All right. All right. I take your point. But let me tell you something. If I found myself in that position, the last thing I would want is somebody's pity. Much less someone ignoring my specific requests.
I don't pity him, and I'm not really ignoring his request. It's ludicrous.
All right. We're not getting anywhere with this. Why don't we just leave?
I thought you'd appreciate my new attitude.
Honey, I don't question that your heart's in the right place. It always has been. It's just that no one has the right to play God.
Well, you're a fine one to talk.
Oh.
I mean, who was it who nearly drove me off the edge because he thought he knew what was right for me?
Oh, we're going back to that, are we? No, no, please, Dorian, I have a story to cover, all right? So, look, I'll just drop you off at home. Let's go.
I don't want us to fight.
I don't want us to fight either, but sometimes I think that's the only thing we do best.
It's the thing we do second best.
Well, all right, don't distract me. Just, look, you play this however you want to, all right? I just hope you're up to it. Because I'm not.
I am just not up to this.
Well, you got to admit, Kevin puts up a good fight.
I loathe having to square off against my kids. And I hate seeing my family falling apart.
They're not falling apart, Vicky. This is life. It's not always hunky-dory.
Oh, really? You were awfully quiet during that little battle with Kevin. Have you sided with him now?
Oh, no, of course not. But Kevin's got a point. Todd doesn't play fair. He's coming after us with both barrels.
So what do? Just abandon our standards?
No. But look, Vicky, I gotta level with you. As much as you don't want to face it, somewhere down the road, you just might have to take sides.
No, I will not do it. Now, I am a lord, and my children are Buchanans, and I will not be any part of a war between those two families.
That's funny. Hey, do you mind if we go for takeout? Is that okay?
No, Kevin, I think we're allowed to have a lunch break.
Look who's here. I'd really like to go over there and backhand him.
Would you take it easy?
Why should I take it easy? Fabio's out there printing one lie after another in the sun, and I'm stuck here with my hands tied.
So, what would you like to make? How about my famous spaghetti?
I'm so glad I found you. You're not going to believe the latest, Todd. Would you mind?
Would I mind what?
It's confidential.
Spit it out, Blair.
The blood on the bed, it's Georgie's.
Thought you said you had news.
But it matches the blood on Bo's vehicle.
Got him.
Yeah.
Says who? That doesn't mean he killed her.
What do you know? You're not a reporter, Taya.
No, Blair, I'm a lawyer. And the evidence you're talking about is at best circumstantial, if not completely inadmissible. Anybody could have planted that bat in Bo's trunk.
Like who?
Yeah, like who?
I'm sure the commissioner's made a few enemies along the way.
I'm out of here.
Todd, what about dinner?
I don't really like spaghetti.
Wait, Todd, listen, I don't mean to nag. Could you excuse us for a moment here?
What?
Ever since I agreed to remarry you, you've spent more time with your ex-wife than you have with me.
Spaghetti would be great.
Come on.
All right.
So where are they going?
I don't know. Must have been pretty important for Todd to bail out.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Ready?
Where are we going? You gonna follow them?
No. We're gonna go to the police station. Mom wants facts. I'm gonna give her facts.
Hey, you are stuck with me.
And I like being stuck with you.
I may not be as lean or as tight as I used to be.
Honey, you're perfect. You're everything that I've always wanted.
I love you. And I'm right here with you. 100%.
So, what's the word?
They denied bail. I am so sorry.
What?
Look, it's just politics. I can fix this.
How can they do that?
It's like the man said, it's politics.
It can't happen. Sam, you gotta fix this. You gotta get him out of here. All right? And until then, I'm here with you, okay? I'm still here and I love you.
100%.
Check this out.
Wow. Want to call Delgado?
Not yet. I want to be dead sure